Hello everyone, welcome back to Crochet Delight. I'm Barbara and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to do an unboxing, and as you can see I'm a big fan of panda yarns in the background, and this is a very special unboxing because this yarn is for my anniversary Afghan with my boyfriend, and I'll show you what I've got so far of the Afghan. So this is all folded up, but as you can see, this is the color that I've gone with, and this is called Throwing Stones Reverse by Panda Yarns. And if you want to go to Panda Yarns and order your own cake, she does a bunch of customs. I mean, she will literally go through every single color that she has and put them together. And if you have like a reference photo, I've seen plenty of people use a reference photo for certain colors that they want or a certain color scheme. But my boyfriend and I wanted to do something special for our anniversary, and for each year that we've been together, we would get 2,000 yards of panda yarns. Now, for this cake, that is 55 CAD. So expensive. And yes, it is expensive. It is 100% cotton, but it is so worth it. So I love how vibrant the colors are right now on camera. I don't know if they're that vibrant for you guys, but I'm seeing two completely different shades on camera. I mean, I'm seeing a much darker shade in person and the actual shade of them on camera. So it starts with this gorgeous royal blue and transitions into the black and then into the burgundy and into a cream. So this is quite big, and this is 2,000 yards. And that is for the first year, and my boyfriend and I are going into our second year, and I went and I bought the yarn. I have not opened it yet. I just ripped the label off and opened the little slit. I haven't unboxed any of the yarn. I love doing this. This is like a very happy, yarny moment for me to open these boxes. But and what she does is fantastic. She always puts everything in, well, as you can see, tissue paper. And it's usually black and white, and sometimes there's black and white polka dots, sometimes it's the stripes. So there's one, and there's two. And I always check my receipts because sometimes people leave notes, which I've gotten plenty of notes from anybody that I've gotten yarn from. But not only does she wrap these in tissue paper, she tapes the bottom, but she puts her logo in a sticker, and let's see it. There we go. So her website is pandayarns.ca for Canada. So it's www.pandayarns.ca, not .com, not .net, not .org, or anything like that. So here's the first one, and I stuck with getting the reverse. I mean, you can still get the plain one, but I don't mind going from the outside of the cake. And what she does is she always gives a little, save the stickers aside. Ha. So this is perfect. I just opened up the one that I want to start with, and I'm happy. It's throwing stones, and this is 1,000 yards per cake. And as you can see, she has a little panda right there. Those are the stitch markers that she has with it. I will be taking the little paper off, and I will be going from the outside of the cake to make a continuous gradient so that it doesn't just skip right back to the blue. But so I'll be tucking this little thread back into the center. But look at that, that's beautiful. So this one should be the transition from the red and black to the blue and black, or the black and blue. And again, on each cake, she does a little stitch marker. And I think they're really cute that they match her logo. I went and I got myself some spinning wheel stitch markers to match something that I do, which is I do spinning. But cake 1 of 2. See, if it's 2,000 yards of the same colorway, she will split it up so that it's like the first half, which would be the blue and the black and a little bit of the red, and she'll put 1 of 2, and then on this one 2 of 2, where it's first cake, second cake. So the one where you would usually start, and then the one that would follow right after. But for me, I'll be doing it in reverse. So I'll be grabbing this. So then next year, when my boyfriend and I are together for 3 years, I'll still be getting the throwing stones reverse, and then I'll actually be starting with the first cake and ending with the second cake like I did with the first one. But that's just to get a continuous gradient, because as you guys see, it goes from that beautiful blue into the black, into the red, and then into the white. Or in this case, it's actually a cream color. But to continue getting that continuous gradient, you would need the same cake or something ending in the same color that you ended with, and then have a gradient going out that way. So because I'm going to be starting here, it's going to start at the cream color right here, and then it'll transition into the burgundy, and then it'll slowly transition into the black, which will then transition into the blue. So how my boyfriend and I are doing it is pretty much however many transitions from black to red there is, since blue and white are the ending colors, that's how many years we've been together. So this is the representation of 1. And if any of you want to know the pattern that I've been using the virus pattern. I love that pattern, and yay, I'm so happy with this. I love getting panda yarns. I mean, you can see the whole entire rack right there, and these will be going pretty much on those top 2 tiers back there. So everything will be bumped down so that I can work on this. But this will be an ongoing project in between something else that I do, which, since most of you know that I'm a spinner, I am doing spin half deals, and I've got a big spin half deal going on right now. So I'm prioritizing both this and that. So half of my time I'll be spending on that yarn, and the other half of the time I'll be spending on this blanket. And I'm hoping to have this portion done by our actual anniversary day. That way we can somewhat enjoy it, because the plan is to have it big enough to fit over our bed for us to snuggle under. All right, so, and what I do is I save these little stickers, that way I know how many panda yarn cakes I actually end up buying throughout my lifetime, because I just love panda yarns. And one little thing that I found out that is actually kind of shocking to me, and it's a first for me too. I've been a fan of panda yarns pretty much since the beginning of panda yarns. So panda yarns used to have an Etsy shop, and I used to be on Etsy too, but then the rates on Etsy went up like skyrocket. But I was one of her first customers, and that is a very big first for me, being one of the first customers that somebody has. And here we are about 3 years later, and I'm still a big fan of her yarn, and I'm still ordering it. And yeah, I don't crochet a lot. I mean, that first project up there, that's a dress. And if any of you have seen my big dresses, they're all done in panda yarns. The periwinkle dress with the pink skirt, that was panda yarns. That was my very first panda yarns order. The white gown, the white wedding gown, that if you go on Poshmark or you go on to, I forgot where else it was, you'll see a white wedding gown with like a very open front. That was made with panda yarns, and that was made with the white. And those were my first two huge ones. But I've also done another one where I like vintage, so I styled one to go up the neck, and that was also done by panda yarns. So I had enough of panda yarns to go and do not just one, but 1.5 dresses. And then I've been ordering more and more ever since, and whenever I get the chance. And I just found the perfect project for the Brighter Days cake that I got. And if you guys are on Facebook and you're on the Panda Yarns fan club group, you should have already seen the little square that I'm making. It's called the Phoenix pattern. I don't have the full pattern because it was a cal at the time, and I missed, I want to say 4 parts, but I will eventually be going and buying the rest of that pattern. So yeah, but that's what I'm using that on, and blankets get heavy after a while, and if you're doing it all in cotton, it gets pretty heavy. And I'm not sure what I'm gonna do yet, but I am going to probably take the green from the Brighter Days and get it to transition into another color in my next order. I'm not sure yet, but I like that transition. I like doing 1,000-yard cakes, and it's just enough to do a pretty good size project. Like, as you've seen, this, let's see, if I unfold it like that right there, that is pretty much how much you would get with 1,000 yards. If I unfold it again, that's how much you have for 2,000 yards. And this is like my entire arm span. So that's what I use for a reference for when someone asks me how much you can get out of 1,000 yards of her yarn. And this is a pretty compact pattern. It is lacy, at the same time, but it's mostly a compact pattern. As you can see, it's mostly double crochets and then there's a little space, but still, that's quite a bit of yarn that you can get out of just one 1,000 yard cake. And that's all I ever order is 1,000 yards. So each of those cakes right there is 1,000 yards. Except for that one, that wasn't panda yarns, that was just a yarn that I wanted to try. It is cotton, it is nice, but I'm not gonna buy it again. I think I'm only gonna stick to panda yarns because more yardage, it's a custom, and I like to support other local businesses or little small businesses, which I'm trying to get mine up and going, but that's gonna take forever. It always does. But I am going to leave you guys now, and I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful day. I hope it's not snowing where you guys are. It's snowing where I am. It's supposed to rain later, but it's better than snow. But enjoy your day, and I hope you guys stay warm and safe. Don't forget, COVID is not over. We're hoping that it'll be over by the end of winter. Hopefully, but I don't think it will be. So just stay safe, stay indoors, and stock up on yarn. Have a delightful day, and happy hooking, everyone.